Everybody, welcome. Welcome. We're going to do an e-bike review real quick, but first you're going to see this giant project I've been working on. Oh my goodness, barnwood on the ceiling for miles. If you've never done overhead ceiling work, it is a challenge. Good workout for your shoulders. Here in just a minute, I'm going to show you the Cyrusher Kommoda. Think like Komodo dragon. We're talking Kommoda, like cousin of Yoda, Kommoda. Not the man-eating dragon, yet not the little friendly green guy with the forest, kind of a cross combo in between, all right? This comes from Cyrusher. Cyrusher sent me a bike last year called a Trax, and it was white and black, if you remember that. It was really spunky and quick, and I really liked its capabilities. In fact, Cyrusher is definitely, I would say, my top two of all the e-bikes that I've seen, received, driven, tested out. Right up there, okay? So Cyrusher said, hey, we have this bike, the Kommoda Yoda Dragon, and because I liked their first one so much, I was like, yeah, absolutely, send it over. We'll check it out. They said it's a really cool color. This bike we're sending you is gonna be really right in your face like that, all right? Haven't seen it yet. Weedman Weeds is in there, unboxing, checking things out. We're gonna slap this thing together, get that battery on the charger, and see what this is all about. So, John, how's it coming, Betty?
Just got it opened up.
Woo.
Good job, Rudy.
First things first, we're gonna change this baby from kilometers to miles per hour, right? It's very simple. One thing I like about this, it's not all overly electrified. Hold the two buttons down. There's our display setting. Push the power button underneath here. Cycle through it. Which one are we looking for? Display units, change unit, that's the one. Click on it, change it to miles. Click on it, hold the power down again, backs us up, hold it down a second time, boom, we're back to it. Look at that, miles per hour, smiles per gallon. Here we go. Eco, low, normal, high, and power. Let me just show you this before I take off. Here's what I like. So they advertise, and you can turn it plumb off. They advertise these e-bikes to have all this range and everything. So everyone gets one, they crank it up to position 5, and they think, wow, we're good to go. This is a very honest display, okay? Number 1 is eco, like economy, right? And then number 2 is low. It's very clear that you're like, you know, there's a step even below low, which is economy, and then normal and high, and then power mode. So in 5th mode, you're never going to get advertised distances with these if you're in mode 5. So if you want to get those long rangers, keep her in eco, and don't be afraid to use those pedals. Turn things over to Weedman Weeds here to do a little driving so you can get a little better shot than me trying to film with one hand. Love that this is a step-through bike. If you're a little older, you're a little younger, either or, have trouble getting your leg up over these step-through, e-bikes are really nice, and Cyrusher makes a big, sturdy, thick one that you see right here. Freddie's not afraid to pedal. I've been very guilty of not pedaling these as much as I should. This Kommoda is pretty lightweight, really. It's lighter than the typical mountain bike style e-bikes that you've seen in the past. Freddie's out in the flats now and going all electric now, no pedal assist. But let me mention the pedal assist on this Kommoda is probably the smoothest one that I've ridden thus far. Some of these bikes have a pretty aggressive pedal assist where you know, you touch the pedal and it's hammering down and it's sending you for a ride. I mentioned earlier, this bike
feel like because of the size and being a step through, it is geared more towards, you know, younger kids fit it well and older folks would fit it well. So having a pretty smooth pedal assist for an older rider or a younger inexperienced rider is a nice thing. Now, that being said, that this is for the young and the old, don't let that fool you. When you turn the corner and get out on the road, this old puppy, the old Kommoda, she'll slither right on down the highway now. It'll get right up with the rest of these bikes and doing the upper 20s, no problem. These step-through bikes prove to be a little bit more comfortable to ride, I think, as well, because you're sitting more upright. You're not leaned over the seat, from the seat forward into the handlebars. You're sitting pretty upright, which makes it really nice. Of course, as he's crossing the cattle guard right here. Good suspension on this bike. I found that it travels really well. It's got the forked, you know, gas shocks in the front. That you can adjust and seem to work really well. And then under the seat there, you can kind of see it. There's it's like a link suspension type of deal. It was nice around the ranch. Like I said, we put over 40 miles on this thing. I really try to drive these things. They always want you to crank a video out right away, but I really like to put some miles on them just to see how they hold up, because they're not all, believe it or not, they're not all the same, and they're not all like a super durable thing. And if they're not, you know, I like to know that. Well, that's going to wrap this video up. It was short and it was sweet, kind of like the Cyrusher Kommoda. It is a shorter bike and it's very sweet. It's kind of a little hot rod, to be honest with you. You know what I noticed as I was going through this video and editing is that in the menu section, there was a spot to mess with the speed control, which is good. If you've got some younger kids or, you know, like old Rooster wanting to go rip around on that thing, probably good to put a speed limiter in there. You guys, I truly do. I'm not just saying this because I'm doing a video for him, but I really do think Cyrusher makes a good quality product. Their other bike, the Trax that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I've thought back to some of the stuff we've done with that. It's set up really well, super durable. I've taken it out and chased a lot of cows and stuff with it, and yeah, it's really held up. If you want to look at more of the fine little details, the specs, all those little interesting, as the word minutiae, the little things, go to their website. Go Google Cyrusher Kommoda. Go check it out for yourself. See what you think. It's a pretty affordable bike. I think right now it's under $1,200. Plus there's always some kind of promo. If you search around, you can find some kind of promo code, this, that, or whatever, and put in there to be able to save you a few bucks. But yeah, that's it. Cyrusher, thank you. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed that little schlibit, and catch you on the next one.